In our office in the church, we have this little bell. You probably recognize these bells from years ago that used to be used quite a bit to get somebody's attention. So we have it in the office because there are times where we're not around, or maybe we're busy in our offices and we're not out in the main office area, and so we might miss somebody coming in. And so when they come in, they ring the bell. It's there to get our attention. It's there to let us know that somebody is there needing assistance. It's there to let us know that there is some work to do. I don't know about you, but sometimes I wish that there was a bell that was sitting in my life that God could just ring. You know, to let me know that there is something that I need to do. Sometimes it's hard to hear God's voice in our lives. Sometimes it's hard for us to know that God needs us to do something, to go and to talk to someone, to be present in someone's life, to be able to be right where God wants us to be. So I kind of wish that God had a bell for us. In Isaiah chapter 6, we hear about how God calls Isaiah. It starts off by this. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne high and lofty, and the hem of his robe filled the temple. Seraphs were in attendance above him. Each had 6 wings. With 2 they covered their faces, and with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew. And one called to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. The pivots on the threshold shook at the voices of those who called, and the house filled with smoke. And I said, Woe is me! I am lost, for I am a man of unclean lips, and I live among a people of unclean lips. Yet my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then one of the seraphs flew to me, holding a live coal that had been taken from the altar with a pair of tongs. The seraph touched my mouth with it and said, Now that this has touched your lips, your guilt has departed and your sin is blotted out. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And I said, Here I am. Send me. Here I am. Send me. The real question that is asked of us over and over, we see it asked of those in the scriptures over and over, is, are you available? Are you available to just go, to just be present, to be interrupted throughout your day? Moses is asked this question, are you available? Can you go to the Pharaoh? Can you go and set my people free? And Moses first comes up with a lot of excuses, right? And finally he goes. We see it in the story of Saul as he is about to be anointed king, and yet he is hiding. Pretty much saying, I'm not available. I don't want to do this. We see it in the story of Jonah, right? Jonah being asked and sent by God, and then Jonah going the other way. I am not available. Not me. What about you? Are you available? Are you available to the work that God has for you? To being interrupted in your day of somebody who just needs to have a moment of grace in their lives? Being available to sharing good news with somebody, sharing your story about how you've seen God present with you? Are you available just to be able to be love in the world, to share grace and love with others who you meet? I think for most of us, we would like to say, yes, we are available. But yet, we miss a lot of the signs that God has for us, the callings that God has for us just to be available in the world. And so my question today is, are you passing up on opportunities that God has for you? right? Are you missing out on opportunities because you just might not be available? Are you missing out on things God wants you to do because you're not open to even listening to God and there is no bell? My prayer for you, my friends, this week is that you open yourself up to the ways that God is calling you, that God is asking if you are available. And your answer, like Isaiah, is, "Here I am, send me."